Today, I'm going to be giving you guys a basic beginner tutorial on how to solve the Rubik's clock. The clock is a puzzle that can be solved super easily with no algorithms, and it only takes about 5 minutes to learn, so let's get into it. First off, let's discuss how the clock actually turns. There are 4 pins on the clock that can be pushed either up or down, and there are also 4 dials on the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And whenever you turn one of those dials, it will turn all of the dials around a pin that are up. And if the pin is down, obviously it's going to be affecting the pins on the other side. And since we have all of them up, obviously all the dials will be turned. So once your clock is scrambled, the very first thing we're going to want to do is take this center dial, and just to make it easy to manage, we're going to turn it up so it's facing 12 o'clock, as the goal of the puzzle is to get every single pin facing 12 o'clock. So this can be done very simply by just putting up a pin, and then we can see as this center is around one of the pins, it will obviously turn, and we can just turn it up so it's in the 12 o'clock position. The next thing we're trying to accomplish is making a sort of cross shape, so all of these will be pointing at 12 o'clock. So how we're going to be doing this is by matching the center with another one of the pins. So how we're going to do that is we'll focus on just the right pin for now, and we're going to be matching the center with that. So we're going to be putting up a pin that will not affect this edge piece. So that could be either this one or this one. So as you can see, if we turn either one of those, it will not affect this edge piece. And then once we have one of those up, we're just going to turn the center so it's matching the same position as that edge. So now that we have these two edge pieces matching, we're just going to repeat the exact same process. So we're going to put up a pin that will turn both of these. And then we're going to want to match it with another edge piece. I'll just pick this one. And we want to just put up a pin that will turn both of these and not affect this one. In that case, that'll be this one. And then I'm just going to turn it until it matches with this edge piece. Now we're going to do the exact same thing. So we see we have all 3 of these matched up. So I'm going to put up the top right pin because that will turn all 3 of these. And I'm going to try and match it with this one. So this pin will turn these, but not affect this. And so I can just match it like that. Now for the last edge piece, there is no one pin you can put up that will affect all of these. Obviously you can see that turning this will break this one. So instead we're just going to put both of these pins up because that won't affect the last one. And we can just turn it so all of the edge pieces are matching and we sort of have a cross shape. The last thing you do once you have your cross shape is just turn all of them. So put all of your pins up. And then you just want to turn it until it's facing the 12 o'clock and you have a sort of cross shape. Now once we have a cross shape, we're going to want to flip it over to the other side and we're going to do the exact same thing. So first, we can just get the center up to 12 o'clock and then we can match this with an edge piece. So I'll do this one. Put this pin up because it will turn this but not affect this. And then you're just going to want to match it like that. Same thing. I'll match it with this one now. Put this pin up. It'll turn these two, but not affect this one. And then we'll just have these match up. This pin will turn all of these, but not affect this edge, which I'll do next. And now you can see these are matching. We'll put up the left 2 pins because these will obviously all be affected. We can't just do one or it'll break it. And then we're just going to match it with this edge, put up all the pins, and put it at 12 o'clock. And if you did that correctly, you should have a cross here, and you should still have your cross here. Now the last step is just going to be to solve the corners, which is very, very simple to do. First, pick a corner that you want to solve. I'll just pick the top right one. And then we're just going to want to put the pin down for the corner we want to solve. So top right corner I want to solve, so I'll put the top right pin down. And then we just want to turn one of the dials that isn't affecting this pin, so just not this one. And then we just want to match all of our edges up with the corner. So once you've done that, put this pin back up, and then we can put it back to 12 o'clock. And you can see that corner will be solved. So we'll do that again. We want to do this corner, so I'll put this pin down, and then turn not that dial, but any other dial, and match up the edges with that corner. We'll put that back up. Put it back to 12 o'clock. Then I will put this pin down and then match the edges with it. Put it up, put it back. Put this pin down, match it with that corner. Put this pin up, put it back. And if you did that correctly, the clock should be solved. So hopefully this tutorial helped you out. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next tutorial.